Hi, I'm Gigi,
And I'm Mimi.
and this is Love Island Tea Time USA edition.
Oh, and it's a juicy one, ain't it?
I mean, yes, and then no,
Yes and
because
no.
how do you make these episodes so long and make me hear the same thing so many times? There's a point where I literally thought they, at least for the finale of Casa Amor last night, that I thought they literally played the same Melanie interview twice because I was like, I swear to God, I just watched her say this exact same thing in the exact same outfit inside the tiki hut about,
Mhm.
do I go with trusting him or do I remember what happened in the past? And I was like, what is going on?
Ugh, I don't know. I had to fast forward through some of it because I'm just like, this is so repetitive at this point. Can we get to the point?
Literally?
You could have shut off the extra 30 minutes of that finale and just shown us what we wanted to know.
Exactly. Also, spend less money on really overproduced challenges and less money on giant fucking doors and give us better music.
Mailboxes.
I don't know. The
And
mailboxes could have been that
and
expensive. At least they used the mailbox as well.
presents. Giant fucking presents.
Oh, I forgot to say that. We got to also talk about the mailboxes. But, yeah, it was just, yeah, they're doing things that annoy me. They're doing a couple of things that work for me. But, geez Louise. Geez Louise.
Let's take it from the top.
Let's take it from the top. Let's go back to the beginning of the week. We all had watched about 9 hours less of TV. Those girls, I don't understand how they didn't feel like something was up with the heart rate challenge. Maybe they did. Maybe they were saying things, but it wasn't edited in, which is crazy because it's so long. And I would have actually liked to see them question, why am I dressed as a bellhop? Why am I dressed as a sailor girl, but not actually that sexy of a sailor girl? Like, why isn't this like a cheerleader, or like, why am I dressed as a football player? Like, I've never seen the girls dressed in such chopped costumes for the heart rate challenge. And then as soon as they got to see what was going on, they're like, I'm mad the Casa Amor girls got better costumes than us. And I was like, I could have told you almost everyone in Love Island history has had better costumes than you. It was crazy. It was crazy. They were
No,
bad. They were bad.
they were bad, but also at the same time, and I'm sorry, I have no faith in this group of girls. Well, I have faith in a couple of them, but I don't trust them to put two and two together, to be fair. So,
Oh, yeah. Also, this week has been an indictment on the state of dating, certainly in America, because oh my God.
yeah, no faith in humanity. No faith in humanity whatsoever.
No.
And if I'm so sorry for the 20 somethings that are dating right now. I have no words. I have no words of encouragement, no words of advice. Date someone older. That's my advice. Date someone older. Date someone who was born in the 90s.
Literally. Oh my God. So we got the 6 new Casa Amor girls: Jaden, Amora, Alana, Parmita, Sydney, and Tiara. Is that TT's actual name? Because I've just
That's
heard TT so
CT,
much.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
These girls came in hot. These boys let their heads spin off their shoulders. Everyone knows Corbin was the worst. Kenzie's out the window. Are you okay? Like, are you
2
actually
seconds
okay?
in. 2 seconds in. He's not well. He's not well. And he belongs in prison along with Casey, which I'm sure we'll get to. But like men of that caliber, men of that caliber should not be walking around the streets of society because what is wrong with you? What is actually wrong with you? I was
Uh,
disgusted. Now, I was not surprised, but I was disgusted.
I don't understand. I do not understand. Um, I thought this was gonna become a lot messier based on the beginning of this. The girls
Mm-hmm.
were all so angry. The boys were all having a lot of fun to start with. Casey was making out night, like everyone was making out night one basically, and I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Also, why aren't any of the boys sleeping outside? Why are they all sleeping with girls and inside? I miss when Casa Amor meant that you had to sleep on a daybed outside if you really wanted to come out of there looking like you gave a shit about your girl.
Which Trinity, she did that.
Yes, but come on.
I know. Well, I mean, like, this
The
is a
boys haven't
different,
slept outside in years. It's
this is a
upsetting.
different type of a breed of men.
Clearly.
I don't
Can't all be
understand them.
Tommy. Can't all be Tommy Fury. I know he messed up too, but not in Casa More. Not in Casa.
Oh.
I mean, oh my God. Quick side note. Um, I got in my Uber on my way home from work last night with the complete intention of watching the episode and ignoring my Uber driver and being like, I'm not having a conversation. And I was trying to make clear I was going to be watching TV. I was like, I'm so tired. He's like, how are you? And I was like, I'm so tired. I'm ready for bed. And I just need to shut my brain off. It's Love Island time. And he went, oh, someone I know said that this is like the best season ever. And I went, she's wrong. I then proceeded to give him a Love Island dissertation. Found out he's met Molly, May, and Tommy from UK season 5.
Oh, wow.
Was like, I'm sorry, what? He's like, oh, I've actually met them when I was describing how Molly's like maybe the most successful Love Island star.
Mm-hmm.
Maura's coming up on her though.
Yeah. Oh.
Besties. And then at the end of it, I was getting out of the Uber. He's like, I might watch Love Island.
And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. You just have to tell people how crazy it is, and they're like, oh, I have to see it for myself.
I started telling him all the lore, and I was like, well, on the Australia, da da da, and this da da da. He's like, oh, you're obsessed, and I was like, yes, it's my lifestyle.
It's a
Love Island.
choice.
It's a choice and a lifestyle. It's basically my religion at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Um, so how did we get there? Oh, sleeping in the day beds, blah blah blah. Boys actually being half decent in Casa Amor. Kind of happening, but not really happening. Was sick of watching them stare across the water, especially while they were fucking around, and
Looking
being like,
so
but I just
sad.
miss her so much. Like, huh?
What do you mean? I feel like if you miss someone that much, you wouldn't be making out with someone
Every
underneath
night,
a
macking
blanket.
down.
Yeah. And notice how none of the girls on day one, when the boys came in, no one kissed except for maybe Kenzie, but that's to be
Trinity
expected.
kissed in the photo booth at night that night.
I'm talking about at bedtime. Like nobody did
Oh,
anything
well, yeah, no one's making out in bed.
because the
It's
girls are
just like
appropriate.
shameful, just shameful.
I know.
Shameful energy. The boys also the boys' dances were okay. I'm surprised they didn't let them see the boys' dances. Um when they did the heart rate challenge, because they went out there gunning, having a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah, I would have
Um
shown them that too, but
yeah, for real. Because then also it shows like who they like more, like what, like where they put their attention. I feel like it's
hmm
also extra meaningful. But I guess they need to move the night along. But you know, Zach liked the angel, but she ain't no angel. She gone.
she ain't no angel. She went bye bye. Ian went, Alana has left Casa Amor. Anyway.
um, are people okay? I'm
No, I
I am
keep telling
half
you.
black. half black, and even I don't feel like I have a license to say that.
Yeah.
Maybe if it's a song I know all of the words to,
Mhm.
maybe. When I'm by myself, maybe as a half black woman, will I sit, but never in my life would I call anyone that, put it in writing, record myself singing along. Like, I'm not going to karaoke. Like, I don't care. I was like, my black card is tenuous enough.
Mhm.
Like, and also it just makes me uncomfortable. I love it for
Yeah.
everyone who's been able to reclaim it and can do it, but for me, it's just not my thing. It's not my vibe, and I'm not going to try and own that. So, just what? What's happening?
I don't know.
How do the producers seem to be magnetically attracted to women that do this shit?
I don't know. It's like I don't
This is
understand how
number
you don't
6?
don't well, I get it. Like you quote unquote you vet them and then they come on reality TV and then maybe someone else has something to say about them and they're like, "Well, you didn't vet hard enough cuz look, here's receipts about how shitty of a person that they are." To hear you to even think about hearing you say that is so weird to me. It's so foreign. I would never imagine you saying that.
Exactly.
So,
And
it
it's
doesn't
like, even in my heart, it's like, I like the whole rest of the song on the top of my lungs, like, just like, not even like the full word, like, I'm like, so what are these fucking white ass Latina girls also doing?
I don't know. And let's address Alana's giant ass elephant in the room. She's racist.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Right. Right. So I mean,
Oh,
it does
sorry, the part that she didn't kiss any of the black boys on top of it. So that she
correct.
clearly just doesn't have respect for black people and doesn't rate black people or black men, which also was just like, hey, it really made it look even worse. And also, as we know, Parmita probably on the way out. Hers is not technically as bad,
Mhm.
but still,
Mm,
just what are you doing? What are you doing?
I have no idea. And I
I'm screaming.
actually I hope she leaves.
I mean, I would love if Corbin got his karma got his kiss for Corbin. I would love it.
Yeah.
Thinking that the whole time, all those girls in the villa will laugh and laugh.
Mhm.
I'll literally just point at him and laugh. But yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily know how I feel that like all this stuff gets dug up off of Love Island or whatever, and that the producers have now multiple years in a row had this problem and had to boot people that like random people on social media are finding stuff out. I'm like, why aren't you getting the tea? Like, why aren't you hiring these people? Like, why aren't you hiring these people that do these deeper digs than you even know how to do? Like, you gotta get a
You need like
lunatic.
a yeah, you need like a PI, like a private investigator to like vet these people. Don't just do like a quick little background check like, "Oh, you're good." No.
Yeah, you just need one internet weirdo that you give X amount per girl because they're doing it for free anyway.
Mhm.
So you just need one internet weirdo that you give them like 5 people a week or 2 or 3, get a little army, pay them all like a couple $100 or $1,000 per person and be like, go crazy,
Yeah.
go absolutely crazy. And then if they come out clean, you're like, cool. Because the drama, but then also I'm like, are they doing this on purpose for like the publicity of people saying like, oh my God, someone on Love Island's getting kicked out, so you gotta watch and see how that changes the show or some shit.
It's not really good publicity though.
Well,
Like
you know, the
people
saying is all publicity is good publicity.
yeah,
It
that's
still
true.
brings
It's
attention to
just
Love Island.
yeah, that's true. It is also just disappointing and I think if this keeps reoccurring, people will then stop watching Love Island. Does that make sense?
I think it'll be very few people who stop watching.
I
It
won't be
seems
one
like
of them. I'm
it.
sorry.
It seems like a sport to me. Like all the videos that come out that are like bye, like everyone seems thrilled to find out that someone has some shady past and is about to get kicked out. Everything I've seen on it is like, what are these
Yeah.
producers doing? But also like, see you later. Like everyone seems thrilled about Alana. The videos that I saw about Parmita, all laughing and joking, being like, can't wait to see her get out of my villa. Bye, bitch. Like, it's just like vindication for people when they already didn't like someone on the show.
Yeah. Well, we have us as a public, we have the Love Island community. We have a good sense of people. We can tell
That is true. That is
right
true. Better
away.
on USA than UK. I will say that.
I already knew as soon as I saw Alana and as soon as I saw Parmita, I was like, I do not fuck with you
Shady
whatsoever.
energy for sure.
So fucking shady. So, I don't know. I don't know. I can't even, there's no words. If we want to dive deep into this, talking about each, not dive deep, but if I had something to say about each bombshell, we could do that. Like, I had no other issues with the other girls. Sydney,
Mm.
my ride or die. I loved her.
Sydney was cute. Sydney was a sweetie.
She was so chill. She would
Was it
have,
Amora who was looking in the mirror at herself, who was being like, everything is going your way?
she was affirming. Yes, she was doing her affirmations. What didn't rub me the right way was everything is going to plan.
Mm.
Like you came in with some master plan. Girl, how'd that plan work out for you? That's my question.
Well,
Which, I mean,
public's gonna make her plan work out a little bit at least.
I know because I definitely am like, you know what, girl, you got my vote.
Incredible.
Uh, Parmita, I lose brain cells whenever she opens her mouth. Jaden, super chill, love her. TT, don't come in my villa like that. Alana, bye. And then I already talked about Sydney.
Yeah. Wait, but we're missing someone. Oh no, yeah, we just talked about Amora. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's everyone.
Yeah.
What did you think about the twist for the girls that they brought a party boat of 12 guys and made them pick after a day with all of them the 6 they wanted to keep in the villa?
I think they should have stayed for a day and then picked the next day.
Oh, I
Oh no.
think that would track. I kind of wish they kept them all there longer, but I guess if you have that many boys, you can't really get to know any of them that well. They don't have enough beds, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, sure. They
I,
could sleep on beanbags.
I do think it increased the producer's chances overall of having the girls pick anyone, because at least then they pick the 6 boys they're getting to know, whereas the producers could have sent in only 3 of those boys that they wanted to know, really, and then another 3 boys that would have gotten like no attention. I will say these Casa boys have to be some of the nicest, most respectful, except for Gull, um, nicest, most
Mm.
respectful, attentive sweetie pies is what it seemed like.
Men. They
Um,
were men.
yeah, they didn't really seem to be like actively just lusting over the girls. I'm just remembering the too hot to handle challenge or whatever they called it. Just I cannot impress upon these producers enough.
Oh, the
The
temperature is rising.
sexual temperatures rising. The sexual themes of this show have gone to another level that has made it boring
Mm-hmm.
on the show. It's exhausting. If I ended up saying Too Hot to Handle. If I wanted to be watching Too Hot to Handle, I'd be watching Too Hot to Handle. If I wanted to watch people get raunchy and disgusting all the damn time and constantly be encouraged to make out with everyone, screaming at each other, like they've just taken everything to another level, thinking like this is gonna be so good, it's gonna be good for ratings, da, 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 da. But it's actually like exhausting and boring now. It's Love Island. I'm there to see people fall in love. I want when the intimacy is instigated for it to be a big deal, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want French
It's
fries and literally screaming across the villa, I got fucked after you went into the hideaway. Like the girls used to yell at the boys if the boys revealed like things that they did.
yeah, there's
At
no
least in the UK.
like there's no modesty.
Not one single solitary lick of modesty. And it's not that I like, not to shame anyone on the show. Like, y'all do your thing, but also the producers are pushing you to make it that way and have gotten you all to the point where none of you are upset when you do a challenge and you're all making out with each other. Like, everyone's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
I'd be very uncomfortable. If that were me, I'd be like, one person at a time, please. Like,
absolutely.
I will say that my favorite part of that whole challenge was Melanie and Kata just rushing to kiss each other. That was my favorite part of the whole thing.
I didn't
But
even see that. I didn't even see that. I was so exhausted by the whole thing.
yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
God,
I don't ever remember that challenge being like that.
I saw so
So
many girls
raunchy.
asses that, I mean, I see their asses all the time anyway because they're in bikinis, but so many dresses just went whoop right up to their waist. And I was like, hello? Are we
Hmm.
all okay?
No, babe, I keep telling you, these people are unwell. They're unwell.
God. Oh my God. Once again, most likely cast ever in Love Island history to have an orgy. Just all of
Yeah,
them.
all of them.
Just everyone. Um, yeah, that was way too much for me. Also, I don't like the fact that they're starting with going up there with someone that they pick. And I don't like that they're just being given the name of whoever. I
Uh-huh.
like it when, because in the original format of UK, what they do is they send a text and they say, the shortest girl kiss the boy they're most into, or whatever. And then usually it's like, or like an islander born in July, go and do this. And then they sit in the other villa and they go, wait, who's born in July? Wait, who's the shortest girl? Who, like, and they go, oh, that's my partner. Oh, that's that person. And then they have to imagine even worse because then they don't get like a name of the other person and they just go, oh my God, what did they just do? And because also it's even more revealing than just like, okay, I'm going to pick you for this, because they have to scramble to pick someone to make out with. And it's like just like more fun for the race bit. Because that's how it makes sure,
Yeah.
since it's a race, is you have to do it as fast as you can, not as hot
Hmm.
as you can. Because what is even the judgment? Many times when people were screaming, how did they do hotter than that? I was like, I don't know, because it seemed very the same to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought, honestly, when I heard temperatures rising, I was like, oh, so we're gonna have like thermometers on us to see who became the hottest. That would have made more sense to me than judging how hot the interaction was, because
Oh,
how
not
can
play
you judge that?
thermometers, like real thermometers.
Like real thermometers, like temperatures rising, like like heart rate challenge, but like
Yeah.
with temperature, basically.
We'll see. We'll see next year. There's a lot of commentary and thoughts coming out from the casting to I saw like an actual, like, I think it was like a big magazine. I felt like it was like Elle or something that was like, Love Island's like forcing everyone to make out and we're sick of it. Like something like that. So there's a lot of stuff coming out about this. So we'll see what happens next season based on that.
Yeah. And Love Island producers, if you steal my idea, I will come for your neck. Thank you.
We have it on record.
Right.
We have it on record.
Run me my check, honey.
um Yeah, I was shocked by Trinity making out with Corey.
Well, yeah. So I'll just really quickly, the boys that were chosen out of the 12 were Corey, Che, Gall, Ronnie, Dylan, and Carl.
Apparently, by the way, Gall was an LA icon for his coffee shop. People have been making jokes about it. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I guess, well known for his surf/coffee shop. His employees have been making videos about him being on Love Island. I don't think he's that big of a hot commodity, but that's just me. Porn stash
Well,
isn't working for me.
the white girls were acting like he was a hot commodity.
Yeah. The
And
two besties.
also, they're both Pisces, both the girls?
No, besties.
Oh, two besties.
Yeah,
Turn on each other in a hot second. They're besties because they are like, I see me.
that's true. And I'm waiting. Well, I think Jen's sort of coming around to seeing Kenzie for who she is, which I'm proud of her for. Because I'm like, yes, this is what we all saw.
Literally. Everyone's making some astute observations about how much Kenzie likes attention. Some people who had earned the right to say so, and some people who just kept opening their mouth.
Yeah, she does. Kenzie loves a two-man job.
Please. Goodbye. Goodbye. Send me away. Send me away immediately. Just send me away. I think let's go ahead and get to the recoupling. Oh, by the way, the title of my notes from when I started my notes for this week, because I didn't make sure to go under the title on the notes app. The title I'm sorry that I've just said title so many times. I also regret it. Kinsey, I'm bored
Mm.
is the title of my notes page.
It's just repetitive at this point. And
She makes me crazy.
one thing I will call her out on is, yeah, Dylan, blah, blah, blah. She has all of these great feelings for Dylan. And she's like, but I just don't, I like Gaul. I just don't know if there's any chemistry. Honey, you don't like Gaul. You just like the attention. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You like Dylan. You just like attention from other men. You got your taste of having your quote unquote roster. Now you want to keep that roster. And it's just like, now you're stepping on your quote unquote best friend's toes. When
Truly. She's just mess.
she's the single one here.
Literally.
Remember when you were single and
And
everyone
everyone
was
gave you first
defending
pick?
you?
Yeah.
Right.
Literally
Sit
was
the
talking
fuck
to someone
down.
catching up on the show, and he was like, why does Kinsey get first pick? I don't get it. And I was like, well, people are trying to be respectful and give her the first shot because they're like, feel for her and they want her to have the Love Island experience. Da, 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 da. He's like, yeah, but why? I'm like, well, whatever. Um, let's see what else. Okay, let's start with Caleb because he's the most innocent in this whole situation.
Truly.
At first I felt bad for him, but then I felt like he dodged a bullet because he was all into Parmita, and then Parmita was like, bye. And he was just like, oh.
Yes,
It's
but
like,
I
not
do
again.
agree. He dodged a bullet because you don't want that. Trust me. You want someone who seems wholesome like Jaden.
I know, but I don't think she actually gives a shit about him. I think he was just her ticket into the villa.
Probably. We'll see though.
We shall see, but I think in like a week or something, she's going to be like over it. And yeah, I feel for him, but then again, I think I said this last week. There were receipts coming out that a bunch of girls were like, he goes to me, he goes to me, he goes to me. So maybe this is just his karma. Maybe this is just his
Maybe.
karma once again. Be like, now you get a little taste, and maybe you'll go back in that outside world and take a little bit more care in how you date. And then, get it together, boo. But he's been acting like a sweetie pie within the villa. He even said he missed the other girls while all the other boys were like, I don't miss them. When they're
Yeah.
only his friends, and he said he missed the other girls, which seemed more genuine than the other boys.
Caleb was the only one that I was like, honey, let your freak flag fly. You have this. You have earned this. And then the girls are like, see, this is why we kept him. Like, yes, I know. I'm backing you.
Absolutely.
I got you. I'm glad. I'm hoping that his connection is genuine. I just don't know. They don't excite me, so I don't really pay attention to them.
That's fair. Then it was Jen and Gall. I feel like that was a mistake. I said he'll be making out with Kinsey on Sunday. It's just me.
Yes. I knew that was going to happen anyway. I knew that Jen was going to pick Gall, and I knew that Kenzie was going to pick Dylan, and I knew that the cycle was just going to continue.
Absolutely. And also, just for me, I don't really care what happens to Jen, to be honest, because I was on her side. She was kind of the last girl left that I could, like, even have, like, maybe I would like. And Anaya went right back up there this episode as well to someone that I like. But Jen goes, oh my God, there's finally someone who's my type. And I was like, the white boy with like very few tattoos, who I think is less tatted than Gabrielle, who you told that you like bad boys with a lot of tattoos who are really sexy, so you're not my type, Gabrielle. And I was like, have you seen this man? Do you register who Gabrielle is? And then also complained that Gabrielle was too touchy and too sexual with her, and so that made her just feel like she was an item or whatever. And then she sits there and complains, nobody's touching me. Usually guys are all over me, and they always want to be all over me. And then I'm pretty sure it was Gal who was like, if we were in bed, I'd be touching you. And she's like, really? Thank you. And I'm like, am I the only one seeing all these contradictions?
No, I definitely saw them too. I just don't think I don't think she understands what she wants either. Because I feel like she uses or she needs physical touch as some form of affirmation for her or reassurance. And when she's not getting that, she feels insecure. But when she gets too much of that, she feels like a plaything. Like, you have to find a happy medium, girl, because you went from being like, only boys think of me sexually to why don't boys think of me sexually? So do you want to be
Literally.
sexualized or not?
Literally.
It's
And
your choice.
also when she got mad at Gal, was I had to rewind that scene twice because I was like, what just happened? I was like, she's so angry. What did he just say? And then I watched it a second time and he went, are you mad? And she went, no. And then she was ranting about him asking if she was mad and being like, he's just trying to play some game, da da da. And then I was like, wait, and then she went to the other girls and was like, I just had the worst conversation. I'm like, what?
I
And I
think I missed
rewinded
that
again.
chapter.
You did?
I think so.
Oh my
Or I
God.
wasn't paying attention. It was so
Gal,
hard.
Gal and Jen are sitting on the couch, the big orange one with whatever it says over it. She's talking to him. Da 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 da. He asks if there's any other boys she likes. Then I can't remember if she asked or if he just said of his own volition, I do also want to talk to Kinsey.
Oh, okay. No, I
And then she
remember
got
this.
immediately really salty and was like, a couple seconds later, like, I guess you better go have those chats then. And then he went,
Uh-huh.
are you mad? Like, to me, what felt like really genuinely, because she was obviously being like sassy in the moment and being like, eh. And then she was like, no. And then she was in the confessional going, he just pissed me off so much. Why is he acting like a little boy, trying to like poke the bear and be like, are you mad? Da 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 da. And then she went to the other girls and was like, I just had the worst conversation. And I was like, what did I miss? Sorry if you can hear the helicopter that seems to be flying directly over me.
No, we
Oh,
can't.
perfect. I love these microphones. So yeah, sick of her. Just sick of her.
You know, would I send Jen and Kenzie home at this moment? No, I have my first pick of girls who I would like to send home.
Oh, of course.
But can they do better? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Then we had Kinsey picking Dylan. That speech was so long. I don't like this format that they say everything at the fire pit and all confront each other at the fire pit.
Mm-hmm.
In UK, you might get a couple licks in, but then the fun part about Casa Amor is seeing the recoupling and then the fallout after they leave the fire pit, because that's when they all start yelling at each other and the girls pull the boys and they're like, what do you think you're doing? Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what I like. I There was a lot left to be desired with the way that the whole fire pit was handled for me, and the way that they format and edit and handle the music was terrible, just terrible the whole time. Um, and then just everyone was being asked so many questions and speaking for so long. It
So,
just took forever.
like I said, I fast forwarded through these. I'm like, I don't need to know what they think because I know already. I already know what
Yeah.
foo-foo-ness what fluff they're gonna put in their speech. I don't need to hear it. I just need to see who they're picking. Kenzie was someone that I fast forwarded because I was like, I already know she's picking Dylan.
She was talking so much and everyone was nodding and nodding. I literally wrote, "Say it to his face, babe, stop preaching." It's like,
Yeah.
say it to his face. Because then also we had to listen to her say it to his face. And then I was also annoyed because he was like, "I finally found genuine and real." And I was like, "Babe, I'm pretty sure Caleb was being pretty genuine and real, just FYI." And then I felt bad for Caleb because he's sitting there and I'm like,
Yes,
hello.
I heard that bit of that speech. Caleb, he dodged a bullet with Kenzie too, so.
Obviously. Again, don't really know about his character outside the villa, but he's come off as nothing but a sweetie pie.
Yeah.
Um, then Corbin and Parmita came in, and I said, Carmen's? Karma's got its kiss for him. It's like, bye, Parmita. Pretty sure she's gonna be gone. The producers don't seem to be fucking with any of this stuff because she said, "Text me back, blank," and just very loosely. But you know what? I know why Parmita thinks she can use the N word. You know why?
Why?
Because she looked Corbin straight in his face and went, "When I look at you, I just see me." So she thinks she's a black woman.
So she's delusional. Great.
Exactly.
I just
Exactly.
the two of them can crack on and go to prison together because if they reproduce, I don't know if that child will have. I'm so sorry. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there because I don't understand what it is that they talk about. They're like, we have so much in common. I can't wait for us to have our cars and I put you onto my music and you listen to my. I'm like, where's the substance in this conversation? Where is the deep, meaningful conversation? Do you
I
even know her
was
middle name? Do you
I
know?
was ill. I was ill when they had that conversation about, because it was so like, pardon my French, but like self-masturbatory when they're talking to each other about like how the other one's so hot that it makes them angry. So they were gassing each other up. But then they were just talking about how like I never thought I was find someone who was as hot as me and that you're just like me. And I'm like, so you're just trying to fuck yourself? Like what? It was so creepy, that whole conversation. I was like, huh?
Mm-hmm. I have no positive things to say. Obviously, about Corbin. I have no positive things to say about Parmita because we all know we can talk about Kenzie like that. You cannot. You
Well,
don't know
also,
her.
you should just never have to tear down another girl. And also, just I saw someone who tweeted that her line trying to defend Corbin has to be one of the most embarrassing things a bombshell's ever said at the recoupling. She said, "He's just with his boys and just thinking with his dick, you know?" And I'm like, so A, what does that make you? And B, what does that make him next time that he does that? That's just cool.
Well, the Villa girls were like, and you want a man like that? They called her out
Literally.
immediately. So even though Corbin says these Villa girls are college level and Parmita gives him intellectual conversation, I
The
don't
Villa
see
girls
how,
are
babe.
high school level, and the Casa girls were
Yep, sorry.
college
Yeah.
level.
Yes, that's what I meant to say.
Which also, creepy statement. I know you're 21 or whatever, but creepy statement. Didn't like it.
You shouldn't even be saying those things. You shouldn't be saying the Villa girls, the Casa girls are better than the Villa girls. What? Just shut your damn mouth.
All these boys are trying to get their dicks wet. That's all. They're That's all.
Wow.
Which I
Good
thought
luck.
Kizzy and Corbin did anyway, so I don't even know if he's okay. Right, he's not. You've been telling me. None of them are okay.
No,
The
unwell.
Casa Boys reactions were killing me, and the energy was so bizarre. Ariana's energy was bizarre. Like, she kept flipping between like so quick between it just felt like the vibe was off in the whole place, like between everyone. Because Ariana would be like too happy when things were really angry or not like somber enough, and I was just like, what's going on?
Yeah, I think there's been times where she lets her own feelings or thoughts reflect on camera.
How about
Um
just eyes for
I
days she
know.
went. We'll talk about that later.
Um and I think she also can get lost in the sauce. And I imagine, because I was just overstimulated just watching the whole thing, that
I'm gonna say
she's trying to host. Bless you. That she's trying to host. I'm gonna talk while she
so
sings. She's
sorry
trying
I
to
couldn't
host.
hit mute fast enough.
And then she also has people talking in her ear at the same time. And then she has all of this confrontation happening in front of her. So I don't think she could handle all of that at once. That was a lot. Not defending her, but
Ariana, what do you think is going to happen? You've been doing this for so long. You should be ready for war. Come
I don't,
on.
I know. I think she maybe underestimated the war.
Also, like, is she only allowed to ask the questions that the producers ask her to ask? Or like,
I think so.
because if it was me, I would be like, Corbin, do you really, like, honestly, like, come on, Corbin. Do you really think that that was okay to say? Do you really?
I think I think Ariana would have asked that. But I feel like because and I don't know the lore, but there was that one Love Island host. She
Bear
was like
Highland?
I think that's the one. And she like questioned someone and then she got so much heat for it.
Yeah, from the guy. He's like, that was disrespectful.
Yeah. And I don't know the context of that.
No, I think that was a regular question. I think that was a regular ass question from the producers.
And I
Because she
just
just
think
said,
from
"Are you happy with your decision?" And then he went, "Why'd you say it with like that? That was so disrespectful." And she was like, "I'm disrespectful?" She was like, "What?"
yeah, and I see that clip going around a lot and people being like she was disrespectful or whatever, whatever.
For asking the other girl, she was just saying, just double checking, "Are you actually happy with your decision?" What?
Mhm. Yeah.
We'll get to rewatching that season eventually. I didn't watch it because they were in California post COVID. I was like, why is this Love Island if you're 3 hours north of here?
Mhm.
Um, Hayden and Zach, I knew that he was coming back alone because Parmita's face gave it away because she was all smiling. She was like, so I knew you
Well,
always know by everyone else's faces.
I knew that too because Alana wasn't number one. Alana wasn't there, but number two, he already was giving. He wasn't interested. I knew that from the beginning.
I was going to ask you if you thought that he would have come back with Lana if she was still there, but glad to know that we're on the same page there. Glad to
Mhm.
know. And I wrote, I was like, what if Zach and Bryce came back together? What have they been doing this whole week?
I don't know.
This,
Being miserable.
no. I mean, did you see the clip of them fake humping in bed?
No, I didn't.
You missed that? Zach is laying on the bed. I think the covers were like between them. They're fully closed, but Bryce was full on pretending to go to town on Zach,
Oh.
like crazy style. And I was like,
Oh,
hello?
I did not see that. All I saw was the sunscreen bit, but
That was like 3 minutes before the sunscreen bit or 2 minutes before the sunscreen bit. So go back and
oh,
watch because they went crazy town. And I was like, what is happening? What is happening?
they just love each other so much. I
They
love
do.
you too, but I will never do that to you. Thank you.
No, not allowed. Not allowed. Um, Zach and Kata were actually cute.
They were. They were. And they met on like same level ground, and he was immediately like, I have so much making up to do.
Yeah, and he was just cheesing. He was funny when he saw the Casa Boys. He's like, "Oh, hey, whatever,"
Mhm.
and then was like,
Sup,
"That's my
boys?
girl."
Mm-hmm.
And I was just cheesing next to her, and he's like, "I would rather come back alone and hopefully see you alone and you be mad at me. I was just worried you were gonna pick someone else because you were so upset and you thought that I was gonna come with someone else." And I was like, "Okay, I don't think you guys are gonna win, even though I think they would be my favorite couple." Um, the way Kata reacted seeing the postcard. Oh my god, we forgot to talk about the postcard. The postcard.
A damn postcard.
I loved the postcard coming back. This is for serious Love Island lore. Did you watch the video I sent you to post? Right, because you edited it. Did it.
Yes, yes, I edited it and I posted it, and I know the lore now.
The postcard is giving, and it's just reheated nachos, but I love it. I love it. As fans of the UK, people have been asking for that for so long. UK every year when Casa Amor happens, just tweets left and right, comments left and right, send in a postcard like you did that one season. Send in a postcard. Kenzie's reaction was boring. She has nothing on Chloe Burrows in the UK, who literally was like shooketh the second she
Mm-hmm.
saw it. Um, but for those who didn't see our video, the Casa Amor postcard originates in Love Island season 3 UK. Like that shit is old. They've also texted like out of context videos to the girls and things and photos, but the postcard really did damage in UK season 7, the first season back out of COVID. The girls were literally doing nothing. Like the girls were not paying attention to the Casa Amor boys. They were barely talking to them. They were basically only hanging out with each other. And then they sent the postcard to be like, your guys are cracking on. And there were so many fallouts that did and didn't happen from that postcard that were crazy because there were girls that got warned, just like they did this year,
Oh,
who
Lord.
didn't pay attention. And then there were girls who fell for tricks, whereas like Zach could immediately tell that was outside of a challenge. This was that. Um, just madness. And when Kata was like full blown sobbing, and then the Casa boys were ignorant enough to walk over, and she was like, I gotta go because I'm here sobbing my eyes out. I was like, she really likes him. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
she really cares about him. And when Zach immediately knew exactly what he did that he fucked up, and he knew exactly what picture they were sending, because that was the only thing he did was kiss that girl on night 1. And he immediately knew, he's like, I know what picture they're sending. I know how upset she's going to be. I know she's going to be able to tell it's outside of a challenge. I fucked up so bad, and I'm so scared she's going to pick someone else. I was like, okay, they really do like each other. They really do.
Yeah, they do. I can tell. They're not my winning couple, but I can tell that they really like each other.
Um, they're not my winning couple anymore. I'll explain later. Um, but oh, then we get to Melanie, who had me scream
Before,
why at my TV.
I know.
Sorry, what?
Sorry, my headphones are making my ears itch for some reason.
Oh, itchy ears.
Send me in that villa for Che. That's all I'll say. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I will
I was
die on
dying
that
when
hill.
Zach, he'll die on that hill.
Who's Che?
No, I didn't say, when did I say who's Che?
No, Zach was like, who's Che?
Oh, but then when he saw the picture of him on the postcard and went, he literally looks just me. I'm like, if you were beefed, like if you had spent like 1,000 hours in the gym, like he's you like times 2. Hello.
I know. I was like, you guys don't look anything alike. You are not similar. Do not compare apples to oranges.
You have dark hair, dark eyes, and a beard of a similar length, but he's tanner than you. He's bigger than you. If anything, you're the Temu version of him now.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. So like I was
Okay.
saying, the next
Melanie?
recoupling is Melanie, who literally, I tried to record my reaction because I was waiting for her to say, I turned the camera off instead of on, regrets, but I screamed, why, so loud at my TV. So loud. I
I
do
know.
not understand the logic. She was literally like, everyone told me I deserve better. Everyone said this. Everyone said that. He did the most considerate thing in the world for me, which is make me a picnic on a blanket, which again drives me crazy. Like, to be fair, it would probably be the most considerate thing in the world someone has done for me so far, but I hate dating and I kind of just don't want any miscellaneous person in my life holding me down. I just kind of want to vibe and be the hot
Mm-hmm.
single aunt. So when these girls that like are actively dating all the time are like, it's the most considerate thing anyone's ever done for me is make me a fruit plate. It's like the bar is in hell. The bar is
Mm.
actually in hell.
Yeah,
And
it is.
then she doesn't even pick him.
I know. I was screaming. I was literally like, come on, Melanie. That was me the whole time. I was like, come on, Melanie. Come on, Melanie. Come on, Melanie. Like, make the right choice. You have to make the right choice. And she didn't pick Corey. And listen, granted, the picnic on the blanket was bare minimum, but we were just talking about how these men uh we were talking about men in the UK, but we were talking about how men in general in both villas weren't doing like the cutesy little set up your own dates if you really wanted to get to know these women, which
Yeah, or show effort.
or show effort, which Dylan and Corey did. And I was like, this is where the bar should be. This is what we should be doing. This is Love Island. Like, this is how we
Yes.
date without being sent out on a date, which I don't even think USA has sent anyone on
Not
dates.
one single day they've been wasting all their time on these crazy ass challenges produced by Nickelodeon. Just
And
buckets of slime, can't get a charcuterie board and a glass of wine in there to save their lives.
and so when she didn't pick Corey, it was the biggest letdown because it was so nice seeing her be treated the way she deserved to be treated.
I don't
Because I
even
feel like
like that girl. I don't even fuck with her, and I was still like, pick him!
I
Pick
don't,
him!
you know what? Melanie got a lot of heat for how she acted at the beginning. And over time, I've started to understand more of her. And I really think her reactions were just a product of the relationship that she was in. She really, and she's still in a very toxic relationship. And those types of relationships bring out the worst in you.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
she's still, I'm jumping ahead now. She still picked this man. She still was like, I'm going to keep my connection with Sincere. And immediately when he walked in, she
Screamed at
wasn't
him.
happy. She was screamed at him. I was like, okay, so this is immediately toxic. And you think that this is okay? You think that this is what it's. And he just took it.
This is why I'm saying, like, I just don't have. Because she just doubled down on the reason that I don't like her. I was like, I do not think she's well enough to be in there. Because basically, I've never seen anyone pick the guy and then scream at him ever and literally be like, stop embarrassing me. Like, oh my God, hello? If you,
Mm-hmm.
the girls that think the boys are embarrassing like that, do not pick them. Period.
I
I've
know.
never seen it. To be fair, I have not actually seen every single season, but I've seen a lot of this show. I've seen a lot of this show. I've seen girls pick the boys and then be like, I don't know if this is the right choice, and later go like, what were you doing? Like, I picked you, I'm shocked that you're back, blah, 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 or pick them when it was the wrong choice, and they knew deep down it was the wrong choice. But I have never seen a girl pick a boy and then just scream at him about how embarrassing and how rude he was and how he doesn't treat her like she should be treated. It's crazy work. It was crazy work.
Yeah. And
Toxic.
Good luck to them when we bring Amora back into the villa.
I knew something was up. I knew something was up. Jumping ahead just a little bit. And also back when the previous episode, they were like, a vote's coming. Da, 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 da. Or maybe it was in the middle of this episode. But I was like, a vote right after Casa Amor makes no sense. It was like they're going to vote people off. The second they got back, they're not going to leave any time for any fallout. And
Mm-hmm.
then when the recoupling ended and they just sent the boys off, I was like, where are the girls? I was like, where's
Yeah.
Amora coming to say her piece? And be
Uh-huh.
and get her interview and go, yeah, I really thought Sincere was gonna pick me. We were making out every night, da 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 da. To wake Melanie up to like how bad she fucked up and what an idiot Sincere is. Because I thought he was bringing that girl back. I thought he was bringing Amora back.
I knew he wasn't. I knew he was just giving her the soul treatment. I knew he wasn't going to bring that girl back. My notes from every episode where he's just saying the same shit he said to Soul to her. Yeah, you're great, you're beautiful, you're so warming, you're a breath of fresh air, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, this man's not bringing her back, just gassing her up, getting her hopes up.
Also, this man can't even say epitome. This is the epitome of what
This is
Casa
the
Amor
epitome.
is.
Sir, if you took a shot for every fucking metaphor this man had, you'd need to go to rehab.
You would be in the hospital for alcohol poisoning. Like, I can't. I just can't. I just he makes me so mad. He makes me so mad.
I know.
Oh, also Ian said, is Sincere gonna return with someone else and break her heart now, or return single and break her heart later? Okay, Ian, go off. Go off 100,000%.
I love
100,000%.
Ian. I love
Love
Ian
him.
so much.
Also, get that shitty flower away from her. Fuck.
I
You
got this
pulled a
for
flower off
you.
a bush and I'm supposed to be impressed?
She's like, thank you. That
I would have
just,
thrown I would have
the
thrown that
fact
on
that
the
you
ground.
the fact that you both, I've never seen someone, I've never seen a couple pick each other and have a fallout because of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They're
it
so
doesn't make
fucking
any sense to
toxic.
me.
I cannot stand them. I hope they get voted off immediately. Like
I
the
think
second vote
I
them
think
off.
Casey and TT will be voted off before Melanie and Sincere.
Well, I hope it's a double dumping. I hope they do dump two
Double
couples.
dump, double dump, double dump
Do it. They
truck.
deserve each other at this point. Speeches are so long.
So fucking long. We get to Trinity, which, if we had to vote for our favorite girl, it would be my girl Trinity.
Oh yeah, I think Trinity and Bryce were the top contenders to be the winners. Depends on what happens the next 2 weeks. There could be another winner rising. It was very cute when he broke out into that run to get her. I will say, this is part of what I was complaining about the editing. They didn't really leave any tension or mystery around whether or not someone was coming back single, because it felt like they revealed the boys that were coming back single like immediately. They showed them completely from behind that they were alone
Mm-hmm.
immediately instead of showing them walking and just like showing their feet, which in the UK they do more of like maybe they pick someone else. Unless you knew they didn't pick someone else, they would show them walk right out. But they really didn't get any of the tension that we usually get in the UK Casa Amor recouplings, and so that was disappointing. But their recoupling was really cute. There was an edit that was like, oh well, here's what the recoupling would have been like if the song had been Yellow instead of whatever it was.
Oh,
And it was
yeah.
so much cuter, and I was like, the music really undercut this whole recoupling, because I was watching rewatching the Casa Amor recoupling from season 5, and they are playing the most dramatic instrumental version of I think it's Bills by Destiny's Child.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Destiny's Child song for sure, and there it was like, and just like orchestra version, like so dramatic and like
Mm-hmm.
like so much more intense. And I was watching it and I was like, exactly. This is what I was missing this whole recoupling is it was very like, you know what's happening. You'll figure it
Mhm.
out. You'll figure out what the
Yeah.
tone is instead of
Yeah.
adding to the tone. Because I think even something happened on I think when did I text you that I can't handle this stress? It was after the tweets challenge on UK.
Yes.
Oh my God, I was feeling so much stress and it wasn't even that dramatic of a situation. And I was like, this is too much for me. It's like,
I
this is
know.
so intense. And it was like the music and the editing. And I really need them to take a page from the UK's book because it's been struggling and suffering this year so much.
Mhm. Yeah.
Ugh. Because this should have been like, it was already so cute, but it's crazy how much cuter it got when they put a Coldplay song over it instead of whatever they used.
I know. And the sign that they were both wearing yellow, I immediately caught that and I was like, they're my
Yeah,
couple. They're my
locked
winning
in.
couple. As much as I'm like, I'm not a Bryce fan. Like, I don't find him that cute or whatever. He's kind of boring to me. He's like a saltine cracker. But not like
Not
in
a
that
saltine
sense.
cracker. She called that white man a cracker.
Well, he's like,
Please.
not in that sense. Just like he's crunchy and like the only the only flavor to him is the salt on top. Like the salted kind, not the plain kind.
Girl, what
Anyway,
cracker have you ever had that was plain?
there's
What cracker
plain
have you ever had that didn't have a little bit of salt on it? It's the
there's
whole
plain
point of calling white
saltines.
people crackers. I know you didn't mean it, but it was just so funny that it came out that way. Incredible.
Dying. Listen,
Oh,
when
please.
you're poor, you can't afford the kind with salt on them. So buy the kind that doesn't have salt.
My God, save all 5 of those cents. All 5. They were very cute. They were much cuter than I expected when they like put their heads together. I like did not see I was still struggling to see the chemistry between them until that moment, until the recoupling. And I was like, "Oh, okay, I get it. You really are picking each other. You really are into each other. I love this for you." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Um, and then we get to the moment.
We all knew, and I knew she wasn't going to pick Carl. From when she said Casey, when she was talking about how attractive Casey was, I knew she wasn't going to pick Carl, which is
This
so fucking
girl.
sad because, girl,
You're welcome, Anaya, by the way. You're welcome. Because
honestly,
no other girl, to my knowledge, in Love Island history has gotten this opportunity off of Casa Amor. Once they're gone, they're fucking gone. You're welcome. Gonna jump ahead. There's a public vote. I was like, everyone knows what to do. I was like, surely everyone knows what to do. You bring back
yeah.
Amora so that Sincere can be exposed because they didn't let him get exposed at the fire pit, and you
Mm-hmm.
bring back
Carl.
Carl. Sorry, Carl. Sweet Prince Angel baby standing there going, "It's okay, Anaya. It's okay." He looked like he was gonna cry.
This man was tearing up for her. He was torn up that she just got her heart broken. And that's how you know he really, really, really liked her. I knew he liked her from jump. And I was like, Anaya, this is the man that you need. This is a man, not a boy, who instantly jumps ship after 3 days and is like all coupled up with some girl and says, Anaya who?
Literally,
Because
literally.
that's what you said.
I was not as shocked as I was with Melanie because Melanie, when Melanie picked Sincere, I screamed at my TV. When Anaya picked KC, I literally was like, "What?" It's like, "What?" It's like,
I
"Hello," and
wanted
I
her to
knew
be smarter.
there was no doubt because Casey said like a day in, he's like, "Oh, I'm going back with TT," and he was sitting there with Corbin going, "I'm going back with TT. You're going back with Parmita. Fuck it. Who gives a shit? This is blah 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 blah." And Casey, well, this decision wasn't for Anaya. It was for me. Yeah,
Uh huh.
obviously.
Mm hmm.
Shut shut up. And I'm glad that Anaya said it like it was and went, what is this, bad girls club? Because I do get a little exhausted by all the girls screaming at the fire pit and then getting into it with the Casa girls. I'm like, leave the Casa girls alone. They did what they had to do. They had a job. They did it. Get into it with your man. And then go give the Casa girl a hug and go, you do you. Do what you continue to do what you got to do. You did your job. But just so you know, that man's a fucking snake. Good luck. If he stays with you, watch out because I'm going to talk to him or do my thing. And if he comes back to me, I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry that he would do that to you and waste your time and energy. Like, come on. Come on. TT did come on smoke though. She called Trinity a little girl. You knew that weren't going to go over well.
No, that's my thing. If I'm sorry, but you're coming in late to the game. You've only spent 3 days with these boys versus 3 weeks. And so I feel like when you come into the villa, you have to move a little bit more respectfully. Don't insert yourself. I understand she was trying to defend, quote unquote, defend her man, which, honey, I hope karma gets its kiss for the both of them. Because you don't come in calling Trinity a little girl. You knew that wasn't going to go over well. Trinity had a point though. She's talking to KC. She's not talking to you. Don't insert yourself. Stay
Yeah.
out. Let your man handle his business. If he says, you know, you back me up here or whatever, then you
Yeah.
can insert yourself.
Because Bryce did it right. He sat there and he went.
What bothered me about Zach was, well, I get it. He was just like, let KC talk. And yes, let him talk. But he was talking nonsense. He wasn't making any sense.
No.
He was on his
Also,
fuckboy behavior.
can we talk about when I look at TT, I see my mother, I see my sister, and then you're macking down? That made me uncomfortable. I know that's
That
not
was
what you
very
meant, but I
uncomfortable.
was like, ew. It's like, if I said that about a man, if I was like, when I look at this man, I see my father, I see my brother, I'd be like, everyone would be like, are you okay?
No, he wasn't making any type of sense. And Anaya made such a great point of, yes, we didn't pick each other at first, but since then, I have picked you. And this was your one opportunity to pick me, and you didn't do that.
I could not believe he brought back up day one. On day one, nobody picked me. Sir,
It's
come
day
on.
one.
Get over yourself. You also picked plants. Like, come on. And you
Like,
let
what
them
did you
put you in a
expect?
pastel pink suit and you looked like you were 12 years old playing dress up. Meanwhile, when they actually let you just wear a black shirt. Also, can we, I don't know if I've said this or not, but can we stop dressing people for prom for the first episode?
I
Why is
know.
everyone dressed for winter formal? Like, no, just let people wear a hot outfit instead of gowns and suits. Like,
Mm-hmm.
goodbye. Or at least give them things that actually have some riz. But, and yeah, that color didn't work for him as a bunch of things. So just like, relax about what happened on day one. It's going to happen to somebody. Like, it can't be, like, the chances that everyone's going to automatically pair up with other people and it's going to work is crazy. It's crazy that two couples are day one couples in the villa at all, and that a third couple is a day two couple. And
Yeah.
that they all kept picking each other, and that you're the only one who didn't pick her later. And you've got your woman who likes to go crazy in the villa and make out and all that now, so whatever. You do your thing.
I
Can't with
just,
him.
I can't. Just Casey and Corbin are the the epitome of
Please.
of why dating sucks.
They're just so weird. They move so weird, and I just,
It was disgusting. To me, I
yeah.
was like, those aren't men. Those aren't
No.
men.
Because also, even if you get to know the other girl, you can say, You don't have to be making out with him every night or all day long. You can say, I'm going to be respectful until I get to recouple, and then, like, let's just give it a minute. Like, but I do, like, already know I really like you, whatever. Like, you got to kiss her in a challenge. There's respectful ways to move. You don't go in there and say, well, this is a decision for me because nobody picked me. You go, I am so sorry. I just felt more in 3 days. I don't have control over that. And I would have regretted it. And I couldn't come back here and say I was picking you when I was being dishonest, because that would be wrong to do that to you. That would be worse than coming back with her. That's what you say. And you stand on your business without sounding like a little boy and without walking around in circles and going, I'm sorry, I forgot the question. Just own it. Just own
I
it.
know. I mean,
And
he
sweet
didn't. Not
Carl.
not a fucking apology in sight from
No,
Casey.
no. Anaya is so lucky that this is the season the producers decided to do this, because, like I said, I've seen it before where girls are literally screaming at the fire pit going, I had something here and you came back and bugged me off, or the guy comes back and chooses her and then reveals afterwards that they didn't really choose her or whatever. And she's like, oh my God. And it's just like, she's so lucky, because I was already thinking before the vote, I was like, send Carl back in for her. And I was like, there's no way they'll do that.
I
And they're
know.
going to.
Yes, and I'm so happy that they are, because she deserves so much better. She got the worst of it for sure.
Um, yeah, that's my winning couple personally, is Carl and Anaya, so long as things pan out the way I see them panning out.
Mm-hmm.
Carl is so genuine. I'm like, give him that money. Anaya doesn't need the money, but she can have it too. Um, just so precious. I fucking felt for her. She's sobbing at the fire pit. I also think she handled it with some of the most class I've seen. She did tell him fuck you, but he deserved it at that point. And she held herself so well, and she spoke so well. And she really held her own, even though other people were coming in, and Trinity had to bring up that whatchamacallit, had to bring up that he said something about why are Trinity and Bryce a favorite couple. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Anyway, she held her own. She did it really respectfully. Before I forget, please note that Kinsey has not spoken to Zach in weeks. And she went, oh, you said you're into blondes.
Oh gosh.
Of course, that would be the thing that stood out to her. And she remembered Zach saying, is Zach going, I think I'm into blondes now, as a joke. Kinsey would be the one be like, this is what I'm going to open my mouth to you. Is you said you're not into blondes and you didn't like me and you fucked me over. And now I'm just going to make sure to point out, oh, so you're going to say you're into blondes now? Dragging you.
Oh my God. She
Uh,
just needs to sit down.
I know. I need a little less of everyone screaming at the fire pit next year. I just can't describe to those who don't watch UK, like, the feeling of seeing the tension at the fire pit and just waiting for it to boil over. It's so much more satisfying. There was the season 7 recoupling with the postcard. It took them 2 episodes to get through that night. It started with the recoupling, and then there was a whole, usually it's all in one night. It's like the recoupling and then everyone yelling at each other. It took
Mm-hmm.
them 2 whole episodes to get through all of that, because there were so many people yelling at each other around the villa, and then people jumping to other people's defense and all of this. And, like, to me, that's my favorite part of Casa Amor, is after the dust settles from well, the dust doesn't really settle, but, like, once everything's kicked in the air from the recoupling, and then everyone's gonna go off and, like, make sure to be heard.
Yeah.
Best part. Best part. I cannot wait for the UK recoupling, because I
Mm-hmm.
really think it's gonna do one. I think it's gonna be that thing. But yeah, I can't believe that Melanie picked Sincere and then Anaya picked Casey. It's just like crazy, crazy work. Just crazy, crazy.
Yeah. It is. I think it speaks a little bit to how they see themselves. And it's sad. Like, value yourself more. See your worth. Because you're not worth that. Trust.
Yeah.
When you have all the Casa boys telling you you deserve better, don't you think, even the boys that don't want to get to know you, that don't want to get to couple up with you,
Yeah.
don't you think you should listen to them?
One
That's
would
just me.
think.
And when you have and I know it's hard listening to the girls, like your girls are hyping you up, but Trinity tried to tell you. Trinity said, and I quote, hold on.
Uh-oh. Here she goes. She's reading.
I'm looking because I wrote it down. I literally wrote, send me a Nebula so I could be with Shay.
Incredible. You find it? Do do boo.
No.
Do do do. Waiting
So
music.
just something about like keep looking dumb or something like that.
Basically. And she
She tried to
does.
tell you. She tried to tell you.
And you know what? It did appear that none of those other men gave nearly as much of a care about what happened to Melanie as Carl
Oh,
cared about Anaya.
keep being a dummy. That's what she said.
Yeah. And that's the tea.
And that's the tea. That I know there's a lot more that happened in betwixt all that. You like my word.
I do like your word.
Um, but we just got down to the nitty gritty. I cannot be bothered with all this filler bullshit.
Really, so much filler. I know it's for ad time, but Love Island, if you make the episodes shorter, less people drop off because then you leave them wanting more. That's part of the point. You want people to be going crazy and make sure that they're going to stay and watch that extra 10 minutes you put on a random night, that extra half an hour. I didn't need that extra half an hour tonight. To be honest, you could have cut off a bunch of what those people were saying of their speeches of why they like someone. You could have cut those speeches all up and made them
Mm-hmm.
more concise. I'm sure they do it all the time in the UK, but that's fine. I'm ready for Parmita to go home. I'm ready for Carl to come back.
I'm ready
My
for
my
Amor to come back.
I have no idea how that's gonna go because I'm pretty sure Sincere's gonna be like, "Man, I picked you," and then Melanie's like, "Well, I guess you picked me," but movie night's gonna go down because that's when she's gonna be pissed. Because Amor can say all day long that they made out every night, but that is nothing compared to seeing it.
That's true. And I am ready for movie night. Thank you.
Same. I'm sad. Yeah, I think bring Carl back for Anaya is the most I've cared about anything in the show.
Yes. I want her to have her happily ever after.
Yeah, absolutely. She deserves her prince. But yeah, thanks for listening. We will be
Yeah.
back next week. We're almost through it. Only 2 more weeks left. Be very interesting to
Crazy.
see how this all unfolds. Cause man,
Mm-hmm.
they loaded it up just now. I feel like it finally got really interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like this is like peak moment and then it's almost over, so
That's right. We'd love to hear your thoughts. We'd love to know what you're thinking, what you want to say to us. Drop a comment on the gram or the TikTok. Mimi, where can they find our gram and TikTok, etc., to reach out?
you can find us on Instagram or TikTok at Love Island Tea Time. And if you feel like following us on X, you can find us at capital LIT Time Pod. We repost, post memes, send out a tweet or two. And jumping off of what Gigi said, we love to see your comments on Instagram, on TikTok. Sometimes we post individual videos, just like wanting to hear your thoughts and things like that. So, yeah.
That's right. Yes. But thank you so much for listening, y'all. The USA episodes do really well. I know we don't record as often as UK. Hope you've been enjoying our once a week breakdowns and like reviews. And thank you so much for listening. You'll hear from us next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.